If you wanted to pull the alternator out through the radiator opening on a Honda Odyssey, would it work? Well, this is a 2007, and I'm here to tell you that it'll work actually really well. You can fit it through there just like in a game of operation without touching anything. But I will also say that it's a lot more difficult to do it this way in terms of the number of fasteners pulled. And you've got all these little body tabs that are notorious for breaking. Another way you can do it is to remove the motor mount here and lift the engine up, the whole engine assembly, and pull it out through here. But then you have even more interference and even more rubbing on things that you don't want to be tearing up or rubbing into, including the timing cover and some other sensitive things. So the way that I like to do it is to pull out the washer fluid and the little tank here for the power steering. It's a lot easier than you might think. This is the idler. We went ahead and pulled that out. It's 12 millimeters here, 17 millimeters there. I've pulled the power steering reservoir. It just clips in like this. Pull back on the tab here. If you just kind of twist it, you can get it around the hood prop and it's good to go. The alternator to get it out. The other thing that you need is the washer fluid can. We've dropped that through the bottom. There's just a few bolts holding it on. I'll just show you here, and an electrical plug. It's a good idea to either have something to catch the fluid or a way to cap it off on each side. And then back to the alternator, all you got to do is pull it up, and the AC line is going to be more in the way than it was before, but with this hand I'm going to be reaching down underneath and lifting the line a little bit, and then that makes your alternator tuck right through really easy. Otherwise that line, you don't want to be bending it or creating future issues by forcing it or being too rough with it. So we come up here and it just comes up and out. This one's actually still pretty hot, so you don't want to be spending 5-10 minutes getting it out when it's that hot. We'll take our new alternator and drop it in the same way. Incidentally, if you have your alternator come out and then need to put it back in, if you look down in there, there's a bracket with a little slide dowel. If you can't get the new one in, it's because this dowel needs to be bumped that way. So you can use a pry bar, or you can tap it with something heavy, or you can put the alternator in crooked this way and then straighten it, and sometimes that'll work as a lever against the other side to push that back. This just closes the gap and makes your alternator tight so that it can hold properly. In with the new alternator. The next thing I do is get it rotated around and then just move that AC line. I've unbolted the AC compressor so it goes through pretty easily. Mine's a little snug, and I just wiggle it back and forth and it pushes that dowel over. So then you can take your 14 millimeter bolt. I'm not going to narrate and do the whole rest of this. The main thing is just how you get this in and out. If you put the bottom bolt in first, then you're hunting for a location along an arc instead of hunting in 3D space blindly. It's fun, huh?
I'm kind of impressed.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click like and subscribe.